Hey everyone, welcome to episode 5 where my guests are a great bunch of guys this week called Phoenix Thunderbird. So the word legendary gets thrown around a lot these days, but one man truly deserves that name, Storm Thorgerson, master of graphic arts and many, many album covers. Whether you know he made them or not, they're probably over there on your shelf. Sadly, he has passed away at age 69 this week. I definitely wanted to get this in the show, pay tribute to him, because true legend, amazing, iconic stuff, so rest in peace to him. So some other bad news, Yuck announced that they are working on their second album, but in the same breath announced that Daniel Bloomberg is leaving the band. If you're not familiar with this 2011 debut album, it is hands down one of my favorite albums of the last 5 years, harkening back to the days of 90s heavy effects laden tracks. Daniel, quick glance at the liner notes, was heart and soul of this band, so we'll see what the future holds. If you guys are big fans, Mariko, the bass player, has her own side project called Parakeet and has this self-release single out to date. So again, we'll see what the future holds. Hopefully they can top themselves with some good news now from Portugal.The Man. They've released a new single, which I'll link at the end of the video. I was lucky enough to see these guys in 2008 with Winter Sleep in Seattle and again in 2009 in Vancouver. These guys have been going through a creative outburst like you wouldn't believe. 8 albums in the last 7 years, all worth listening to, especially this one as a starting point. The Satanic Satanist came out in 2009, 34-minute masterpiece, truly unique sounding record. Check these guys out. Local photographer Ryan Rose doing some good work here that can't go unnoticed. You can catch him at ryanrose.ca. He's created this little book. There's only 30 of these. Sorry mine got beat up, Ryan. But you saw what was going on at that show. I'm lucky I got myself home. Never mind the book. Great photos in here. Good work by this guy. Super nice guy too. So try and get your hands on one. Visit his website for some great pictures. Which leads us perfectly into Phoenix Thunderbird. So to give you an insight into where these guys are coming from, this is one of their earliest merch items they chose. And from there, being led down to the jam space, the other 2 members were playing Pearl Jam's Jeremy, so I knew we were going to get along great. Check the interview out, they've got some great tunes. Hey everyone out there, this is a first for In It to Spin It. We're hanging out in a jam space with Vancouver power trio Phoenix Thunderbird. Say hi guys.
Hey!
Awesome band with an exciting, heavy, adrenaline-filled EP called the Repetition EP. Came out about 4 or 5 months ago, December, right? Amazing stuff. You guys got to check out, but we'll get to that in a second. Tell us how Phoenix Thunderbird took liftoff. If you will. How did it form?
Well, we actually started a couple years ago. Blair and I have known each other since high school.
Yeah.
Like we were like 13, and we started as a duo actually, and we were kind of just hammering it out in like just jam spaces around town.
No name at that point?
Yeah, we were Phoenix Thunderbird like right from the start, actually.
Really?
In fact,
Wow.
it was just like, we started playing, and it was like, that was the only thing we called the band.
It was the craziest, biggest, weirdest name.
Yeah. Actually, we were like kind of drunk one like summer night, and this guy like asked me, like we know each other extremely well. And like he started asking me what the awesomest thing I could think of was, and before he finished like the period in his sentence, I was like Phoenix Thunderbird, because I was thinking like it was like bear shark, you know, just like multitudes of like.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So
it went from there.
Yeah, kind of just went from there, and we like kind of hammered out a few songs, and realized eventually that maybe we should play a show or something, and then Grant's other band, Girlfriends and Boyfriends, which is like a really awesome like. Post-punk new wave band.
Okay.
Offered us a spot at the last minute at the Railway Club, and that was our first show.
Really?
And like, what was it, like 2011? Yeah.
Yeah, I think your earliest show on your site is 2011.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
And so that was just me and Blair, and then we just kept kind of hammering it out and figuring it out as we went. And
Okay.
eventually, it seemed like a really good idea to get a bass player.
Yeah.
And Grant kind of, I forget how that happened, but we're really
Definitely
glad that he sort of found his way over.
Okay.
I told you needed a bass player.
That's how it happened.
Yeah.
That's literally how it happened.
Well, the first time I saw you guys, my ears perked up. I'll tell a quick story here. I walked into Pat's Pub last June for Music Race.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was a hell of a lineup. Ketamine's B.A. Johnson, you guys in Korean Gut.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked in, you guys that are already playing a song. I was at the ATM machine and I heard a Banquet cover.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And got the set list here.
Yeah.
There it is, Block Party.
Yeah.
And my ears perked up. I had to grab this so I could Google
right.
these songs to find out who you guys were. So
Awesome.
And then this leads to that. So that was a good first
Cool.
impression.
That's cool, yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's really
Yeah, it was a
awesome.
fun show.
Yeah, it was, man. Korean
That was
guy.
really-
Anyways, back to you guys. The Repetition EP, like I said, it came out December. 5 tracks, urgent rock. It's really, really great. Like I said, you recorded with Jesse Gander at the Hive, who's
Yeah,
in Previous
yeah.
Tenants. Another great band. Tell us about the recording experience with Jesse at the Hive, and what can people expect from this EP from you guys?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, working with Jesse was pretty awesome. Blair actually worked with him, like, I think
Years and years ago, I
high
was in
school,
a,
right?
yeah, probably like 10 years ago. One of my first bands called UA Today
Okay.
was we recorded with him when he was at when he was just what's his name? My first band Funny? No, he was back when he was on Commercial Drive right across from Creation Cultural. They had a little studio there, and we recorded with a band called Drake's Advantage. We just split with them, and knew him. We were kind of thinking of who we wanted to work with and
Yeah.
stuff, and his name kind of just came up because we checked out some of the stuff he was doing recently, which was like we thought the new Bison.
Yeah, yeah.
He sounded pretty good. We were trying to
like,
we really wanted to get like a really big sound, but not come off as just a big metal sound.
like raw metal, like.
And
yeah.
so we kind of went to him and took some examples, kind of what we liked, and
And
he kind of got it.
Yeah, he was incredible. It was
Yeah.
like we were like bumbling at that point, and like I think we were like, "Hey man, we want to do this thing. It sounds like this, but not like that, but like this, but kind of that." And he just looked at us and was like, "Okay," and then he did it, and it was like, "Okay, that's amazing. I have no idea what I was even talking about." But
No, the production and the recording sounds really great. All the levels sound nice on there.
Super stoked with it.
Okay, so let's talk about the future.
Sure.
What's coming up for you guys? I know you've got some vinyl, maybe some physical in the works.
Yeah, but we had wanted to release our first EP on vinyl, but it just didn't quite make sense. And
And I read there's 100 copies only on CD. Is that true?
There's probably a couple more than that.
Yeah.
Okay. Believe it or not, people aren't really like CDs aren't flying off the shelf.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
But we also haven't really like made a big like economic effort with it. We're just kind of we just made it to have something sort of thing, and sort of giving it out a lot.
Be proud of it, man. It's awesome.
That's where that goes.
And East Coast tour, or do you want to finish up the 7-inch talk?
So we decided we wanted to actually do some vinyl. So we're recording a single. We're just finishing up right now with Hayes Fisher, The New Values.
Okay.
And
not aware.
Yeah, Hayes is fantastic.
Yeah.
He's done tons of stuff. Like recently, he did the Sunshine.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Arn Pryor, actually, that song "Sunshine." Check
it's fantastic.
That out. I love that track.
Yeah, those are great guys.
And what's the other one with the Batman Superman?
Showering with Wine.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That's great. Yeah, I really like Sunshine. Anyways, continue on.
And so I mean, he's kind of like epically well known in the East Van kind of music scene. And Grant was adamant about us checking him out, and we've heard from a lot of other people as well. We should record with Hayes, and so we did this single for a 7-inch, and it was just amazing. Like again, like with Jesse, it was like just an amazing, like fluid experience. And the guy totally gets it, and like he's drawn out like a really awesome sound for us, and we're like pretty excited. So
the new stuff is going to be in the same vein as what's on this. Like you're going to stick with that trend.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we.
I think it's a progression.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Maybe a little more new wave influence now.
Mm-hmm.
Little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that in a lot of your bios. There's a lot of new wave, but there's not really much new wave coming out that I hear. Like,
I think that the energy and the sort of like the thrash background that we all have kind of overpower the new wave the first effort. And
so Gary Newman's name dropped. Robert Palmer's.
Yeah.
And that's all true. We adore Gary Newman, Robert Palmer, and the Pointer Sisters.
Yeah.
As well.
But we know we're not making new wave. It's like we can suddenly feel like coming in. Right?
Yeah. And so we feel like we're kind of moving in that direction now, where we're sort of feeling a little more comfortable, like integrating that sort of feel into with the energy a bit. So I don't know. We're you know, it's like you said, it's a progression. So. But so we're looking to release a 7-inch.
Cool. Well, everyone out there, look for that. I'll keep you posted on that for sure. And East Coast tour, I believe, in the works, possibly.
I wanted to set up a tour for my other band, and it was just convenient that I was booking shows for that band, and I asked the guys if they wanted to do the tour and include Phoenix Thunderbird and sort of make it a joint tour. And they were totally down. So, we got a bunch of dates confirmed now. We're gonna be there for about 2 weeks and a bit, depending on festivals and whatnot. It'll be about 7 to 9 shows in a 2-week span. Maybe in a couple of cities or a couple of provinces. So, and then we'll be back. It's sort of end of June.
Nice. Yeah. So we'll be playing 2 sets a night.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got your work cut out for you, buddy.
He's gonna be a busy guy.
Hope you can handle that.
It's gonna be really fun though.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of like a band vacation.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
So, like I said, glad to be here with Phoenix Thunderbird. You guys want to send it into a track of your choice? You intro it. Tell us about it. Let's hear it.
Yeah. Let's hear Needs.
Your Needs.
Like that one.
What did it used to be called?
I can't remember the.
Want It.
Yeah, but we used to, when you write songs, you give like placeholder names for like a year, and then you like release the EP, and you're like, what's
the actual name of the song? And then
we usually don't know what
we actually
the
forget.
Song is called Needs.
It's called Needs. So it's called Needs.
Here we go, Phoenix Thunderbird in the jam space.
Wow.
Here we go, Phoenix Thunderbird in the jam space.
Wow.